Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video where today it's finally happening after many months of saving and hoarding crystals. It's finally have us all culminated to this where I'm opening almost everything. It's basically everything on my account. But before any of that starts, I do really quick want to go over here to my hero tab and check out the current champions that I have. So in terms of 5 stars, I currently have 100, or let me actually hit this button before I do any of that. So yeah, I currently have 169 what's it called, 5 stars, and then in terms of 6 stars I currently have 59. So there are a decent amount of champions that I am missing out on. But one other thing that I want to check real quick before I start off with anything else. So in terms of total number of heroes, I have 816. For the total base hero rating, I have 1,810,000 with 89. And then for my prestige, real quick, just without the relic, just the champion prestige itself, it is 12,067, which hopefully does go up. I don't expect it to go too high up, but you know, I'm hoping to do a good amount of the champions that I already have at rank 3, and hopefully move my prestige up, because my prestige is currently the lowest out of the alliance. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and finally pop open some crystals. I already have a list of all the crystals that I'm going to be opening, as well as the order that they're going to go in. So starting off, I'm actually going to be going over here to the relic side of things. I'm mainly just looking for new relics. I would preferably like to avoid, so yeah, here we just got one new relic, which I guess if I have the majority of the relics, like in terms of 3 stars, I think I have the majority of them. But I do want to maximize as many as I can, since I am going to be getting mostly new champions. So those champions are going to be needing relics, so that's all I want to prioritize. Okay, one new. I probably shouldn't have said that then, because I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit of a superstitious person, or at least when it comes to this game. So maybe I shouldn't have said that, but hopefully, there we go, a new one. That's pretty good. And then after the relic side, we're actually going to jump into the majority of like the bigger crystals, starting over here with the 5 star. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and go over here, start off with the first pop of 5. After that, from here on out, it is just purely 10 pops. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more time to make 96, almost 100 5 stars, but nonetheless still a good amount of 5 stars. So I'm gonna go ahead and just rapid pop all of these guys. New champions: Namor, Warlock. Okay, some pretty good champions. These would have been nice to have throughout the majority of this, but I guess better late than never, right? An additional 10 pop right here. One newer champion over here. I think that was Doctor Strange. However, from what I could tell, first max sig crystal over here, since Captain America Infinity War is at max sig. I didn't notice any other guys over here. And for the sake of or time's sake, I'm going to be popping open all of these just so that hopefully it goes by faster. Some more new champions. There you go. Gore, Gambit, Abomination, pretty good. That might be a max sig. That might, or at least the first time hitting sig 200 for Sunspot, but we'll have to double check that in a moment. Additional 10 pop, and then a lot more newer champions. Cassie Lang, there you go. Rogue, I thought I had a Rogue, but I guess not. Miles Morales, and then we also have Guardian over here. Alright, 10 more. Oh, yeah, 10 more. Okay, so this one is definitely a lot more newer champions. Absorbing Man, Hulk, we got this guy over here, Hit Monkey, Silver Centurion, we got Scorpion over there, Shocker, there you go. A lot more newer champions in this one, which was kind of what I'm hoping for, just to fill out the roster, right? Additional 10 pop. Okay. Couple more newer champions over there. Hulk, Buster, love to see that. Mega Sentinel, there you go. 10 more. Alright, more SIGs on CGR. Not bad. Awakening on Miles after I got him. Pretty good. Oh, there we go. Mega Red. That's nice to see. Very suicide friendly champ, which I don't think I have many of, so it's good to get those guys right there. Doom, finally, got the 5-star. After I already got the 6-star, but still a good champ. Let's see what we got. Got an Awakening on Zemo. Another max sig right there in terms of thing. And then who else do we got? We definitely got some more newer champions over here. Oh, Heimdall. There you go. That's a safety net that I definitely need when I tackle end game content. So that's nice to have. 10 more. That's the final 10 pop, by the way. What do we got over here? Awakening on Doctor Strange, Black Widow Clairvoyant, Hulkling. There you go. I think Black Ball. I think that guy's new right there, or at least in terms of this pop. Future Ant-Man. Love to see that. And Silk. There you go. New champion right there. Pretty good. I think that's... Oh, Cable. Can't miss him. I think that's it in terms of the... What's it called? Yeah, that's the final one of the 10 pop. And then, finally, a very, very small 6 pop. Okay, so we got an Awakening on Adam Warlock. Extra SIGs on Shang-Chi, as well as Iceman and Medusa. Gonna scroll here to see. I think Void, I think he's new in terms of this pop. Deadpool, X-Force, I guess. But yeah, overall pretty good. I'm actually curious to see, or I guess I'll convert this and then see. Hopefully I could check. Unless it won't let me. Okay, well, thank God. Scroll all the way down over here. A lot of ISO bricks, thankfully, but yeah, from 96 crystals, I earned 17,875 6-star shards, which is absolutely insane because now this just makes me question how many shards I'm going to be getting with the 6 stars, which is pretty exciting. However, we're actually going to be moving on to the regular Cav crystals. Since I do have the Nexus, I'm just going to be opening every form of regular Cav crystals that I have. Alright, starting over here, we got a singular Cavalier crystal from over here. 5-star OG Thor, not bad. I thought he was an exclusive, but I actually don't know what the current exclusive pool is for 5 or 6 stars. So I don't know who it is that I don't know who exactly is available to me, and I don't know who isn't. But regardless, got some Winter Wonderland crystals as well. Don't know who to expect from here. 3-star Wiccan, there you go. Additional 6 on Mordo, as well as Sentinel. I saw him both of them a couple of times in the reel. From all those, what's it called? All those 5-star crystals. In terms of 6-star shards, we got an additional 550, so not bad. And then there's the final couple over here that we got. Again, for just the regular just regular Cavalier crystals, not the Nexus ones. And here, so quick little 3 pop. Pretty good actually. Moon Dragon and Captain America OG in the regular Cavs, so not bad. And then moving on from here, we're actually going to be opening all of the Nexus Cav crystals that I have now. I'm actually going to be starting off with the class Nexus crystals that I have from the daily specials. I'm mainly going to be prioritizing the ISO or the higher rarity champions, obviously. But like I said, just ISO if I can. Worst case scenario, if not, the 5 or 6 stars would be preferred. Got one for the Mystic one, as we just opened right now. Got a Cosmic one as well. See what we get from here. Gonna go with Hela to max her out. And then we have one other one from the Tech one, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop that guy open as well. There he is. Green Goblin it is. Alrighty then. Max Sig. Alright, that's pretty good. And then from here on now, it is going to be a very, very long process of opening... where are they at? Of opening 61 Cav Nexus crystals. So for the remainder of just those crystals, I'm actually going to record that in a separate segment and probably stay quiet for the most part. And then if something happens, what's it called? I'll say something, but this part is going to go by relatively fast, otherwise it's going to consume the majority of the video. There you go, an additional 5-star Nexus, not bad. Alright, finally after years of Quake avoiding me, I finally have her, so that's pretty nice to have, I guess. Ayo! So we actually have our first 6-star in the form of a Tuma for the Cav Nexus Crystals, which is pretty good. So I'm happy about that. And would you look at that? After my first time getting her in the next 10 pop, I get to awaken Quake. So that saves me a gem, which is pretty cool. And there you go. Our second 6-star from the Cavalier Nexus Crystals. Not bad. Alright, and now after this we are moving on to our final 10 pop, and then after that we have a singular crystal left over. So let's go ahead and finish this off strong with hopefully one more 6-star. Alright, no 6-star in that batch. However, there is the one final crystal. And you know, one can never be too optimistic for a, what's it called? For a 6-star, so hopefully. Okay, close but not quite. New 5-star, just to flesh out the roster. Not bad. And after this, we are going to be moving on to some spicy crystals, which are actually the Nexus Crystals in terms of 5-star. So let's go ahead and open 17 5-star Nexus Crystals. Alright, and then for these guys, same deal. Gonna be slamming these guys open. Gonna be prioritizing the newer champions for the most part in terms of the 5-stars, just because they're just 5-stars, so it doesn't really mean that much to me. Also got Icarus as well, the champion. Gonna go ahead and go with that. I'm actually gonna go with the Awakening over here on Ant-Man Future just for the sake of ISO's sake. I already have these guys. I'm gonna go with Venom since he's the only one that I actually have ranked up. Black Bolt. Awakening on all these champions, so pretty nice. I'm actually gonna go with, yeah, let's go with Black Bolt. Why not? After that, what do we got? I'm gonna go with the Awakening on Man Thing over here. I'm also gonna go with Ghost, and she's also, or technically Colossus is also ranked up, but I'd much rather go with Ghost. Professor X, he's the only one that I have ranked up here as well. Gonna go with Dr. Voodoo. I almost got him a couple years ago when I was opening some, like it was like a singular Cav crystal, but I decided to go with the 5-star Nexus over Voodoo, so why not go ahead and pick them up right now. And then quick 7 pop over here. Gonna go with Phoenix, Awakening Namors. So I don't play Aegon as much, but I think I am gonna go with Aegon just for Aegon's sake, rather than going with the Awakening on Namor. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Adam Warlock over here because I don't know what his sig is, so why not? Penny Parker, new champion, why not? Going to Awaken Silk because I think she's, I could be wrong, but she could be better. Gonna go with Apocalypse here. I already got the 6-star, but it doesn't hurt to have the 5-star as well. And I'm actually gonna go with Daredevil Classic to finish it off strong. So 7 new champions out of 17 crystals. Not bad if you ask me. Alrighty then. Moving on from here, I'm actually going to be doing a quick pop of some mythic crystals. Going to be adding 2 more to this. Oh, okay. That is so damn. These are like a 20. Sorry for cursing. These are like what, a 20% chance I think to get a 6-star. So to get 2 6-stars, and that's 7-star shards too. Okay, so he increased my prestige probably by a little bit. I can't remember what it was beforehand. I probably should have wrote it down, but 7-star shards, getting them already is pretty good. But after that, we're actually going to be moving on to the real meat, the real reason why probably everyone is here in the first place, is to open, and there you go, 5-star 2. Why not? I'm going to be popping open all of these 6-star crystals, and I'm probably just going to spin out the first 4, but then from then out, I'm going to be slamming open the rest of these crystals. So, for the 6-stars over here, I'm going to do a quick 5 pop. I'm going to go back over here. And then I believe, yep, 3 more additional crystals. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go back over here. And then from here on, oh, I think I did 1 crystal too many. Okay, that's fine. Regardless, going to hit this, I think, for the first ever time, as far as I can tell. A 10 pop. This feels absolutely like really weird for me to be able to do this. I think I could do that one more time. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the last time. No, that's the last time? Okay, that's definitely the last time. And so now I have the, yeah, okay, so now I gotta do these guys manually by the quick 5 pop, and then the additional 10 more right here. Okay, so I'm gonna spin out the only 2 crystals that are left over. Then I already do have this written down, what champions I want to prioritize. However, like I said, I'm not really a superstitious person, but when it comes to this game, I feel like for the moment you say what champions it is that you want, it automatically gives you like the direct opposite of it. So I have it written down what champions I want to see and in the order that I want to see them in. So hopefully I see them, but regardless, only the fate, it ultimately it's in the game's hand. So those 2 spins are the only ones I'm going to do for now, and then from here on out it is just 14 10 pops, which is crazy. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and slam these guys open. First 10 pop, going to see an Awakening on Nimrod, so that's pretty good. I actually saw one of the champions that I really wanted, so I'm actually going to go ahead and cross him off the list. I actually wrote the champions that I wanted in the notebook, but regardless, Awakening on Gamora, or sorry, additional 6 on Gamora, an Awakening on Adam Warlock. I'm not going to peek at the rest, but I did see the other one. Spot, pretty good. Viv Vision, that's another champion that I wanted to see. Proxima Midnight, I just think she's a fun champion to play. Black Widow Clairvoyant, that's another champion that I wanted. So as of right now, 3 champions that I wanted, each from different class types, is pretty good. Gonna do another 10 pop. An Awakening on CGR and Hit Monkey, that's very much what I wanted to see. 5 duplicates, so from here on out, the other 5 are going to be new champions as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit convert on this guy, and then gonna see who else we got in terms of new champions. once that loads. Okay, we got Bishop, Sunspot. There you go. So more champions that I have on my list. And then yeah, that about does it. Okay, so we're currently at 13 new champions. Got to keep that in mind for the next 10 pop. So okay, so only 2 duplicate champions. We're getting Sunspot, and we are also awakening him, awakening Dragon Man as well, who's already at rank 2. I already see Heimdall over here. Gonna go ahead and convert these guys to see what we got. Photon, I completely forgot that she was in this. I didn't have her on my list. However, wow. Okay. Sorry. However, that is still a good champion to have. Infamous Iron Man, pretty good. Classic Spider-Man. Who else we got? Sandman, Domino. She's on the list for sure. And then who else do we got? I think, yeah. Okay, so that's about it. We got 21 new champions. Keep that in mind for the next 10 pop. So, wow. Okay, I feel like I'm not looking at my screen as of right now. That is an awakening on Vulture after we already got him. But another champion from the list. We got Quicksilver over here. We got Void. Wasn't on the list, but I am happy to see him regardless. Lady Deathstrike. Kate Bishop. She was on the list. They both were for sure. And Man-Thing wasn't on the list. However, I am happy to see him nonetheless. And Kingpin. That was another man on the list. Not as high up as some of the other skilled champions that I have on there. However, nonetheless, I am very, very much happy to see him on there. Gonna do an additional 10 pop right here. 3. Okay. So we're duplicating a Tuma the same day that we get him, which is pretty nice. Same thing with, what's it called? Deadpool X-Force. Both of those champions were from the Cavs Nexus Crystals. Gonna go ahead and convert this and see what we got in store for the other 7 new champions. Over here. There we go. Captain America. I don't think he was on the list, but again, nonetheless, I am happy to see him. Got Moon Knight. Okay. Venom the Duck. I did see him earlier, but I didn't point him out. So many apologies to all the Venom the Duck enjoyers. Nothing too noticeable from what I could tell. However, the next 10 pop. Okay, so we are duping Void, who we just got, as well as Domino, extra Sigs on what's it called? On Immortal Hulk, as well as a first time awakening on King Groot. I think I already said that, but I'm not sure. But we are actually getting an awakening too on Doom, which real quick I do want to check. There we go. He breaks the top 4 for Prestige, which is very, very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and convert this because the next 5 are new champions as well. Gonna go ahead and see what champions those guys are. And hopefully, okay, so Spider-Man, Mole Man, I don't know when it was that I got him. Rogue, just noticing that she's also new in here too. These are a lot of champions to scroll by and a lot of new champions to keep in mind. I think Sorcerer Supreme is also new, but pretty good. Okay, I think that's it. We're gonna go ahead and do another 10 pop right here. So 7 new champions. That is the second dupe on what's it called, on Deadpool X-Force, which okay, I guess. Sigs on Elektra, as well as an awakening on Carnage. Gonna go ahead and convert that and see what the other 7 champions are. Okay, scrolling. Ant-Man Future, definitely on the list. Happy to see him. And finally, okay, we got whoa, okay, so I'm seeing a lot of new champions here. Okay, so Professor X, very much on the list. We got Ghost and Baron Zemo those guys are on the list too. I just really quick want to scroll through all of these guys, okay, because I'm very much not ignoring it. But so for those of you guys who have been sticking around with the channel for a long time, they would know that I have a video up where I pick Nimrod over Hercules, and I actually had another opening with a bunch of what's it called, Cavalier Nexus Crystals. I popped all those guys open and I actually picked my Doom over Hercules, but I'm happy to see that he's not evading me. So there we go, gonna get that guy in the bag. Another 10 pop. Extra Sigs on Void, which I do not mind, since that guy preferably wants to be at a very high Sig in order to be playable, to like maximize the damage. We also got Hitmonkey over here, 2 additional Sigs, not bad, which means 6 new champions over here. Do a quick scroll to see who we got. Hopefully some good champions that are on the list. Ultron on the list. Scorpion, there you go. Corvus Glaive, those guys are on the list. Mojo, he's definitely on the list. Happy to see that guy right there too. And I think that does it, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So thankfully, I am getting a lot of the champions that I wanted, which is very, very nice to see. Gonna do another 10 pop. Extra SIGs on, what's it called? Okay, so we're actually awakening our infamous Iron Man as soon as we get him, which is pretty cool. Same thing with Proxima and Classic Spider-Man. Extra SIGs on Absorbing Man. I believe he is currently at SIG 40 or 60, so this should make him SIG 80 or 60, one of the two. Gonna go ahead and convert that. So yeah, SIG 60. Man Thing, I believe he was already on there. If not, happy to see him either way. Quick scroll by. Gonna see who else is on here. Thing! There you go. So, Spider-Man Supreme, another guy that I'm happy to see on there as well. And I think that does it for this pop of 10. Gonna go ahead and do another 10 pop. Okay, an awakening on some good, great champions. An awakening on Venom Pool as well as my Warlock. Both of those guys already at rank 3. And that's gonna be it for the 5 duplicates. We got an additional 5 new champions, which is very, very nice. OG Thor, I think, is already there. All of these guys already there. Gonna go ahead and scroll by, see who else we got. Shang-Chi, there you go, another guy on the list. Elsa Bloodstone, I think she might have been new. If not, I'm sorry for ignoring her, but what's it called? Not necessarily on the list, however, still very happy to see her. I also didn't mention this earlier, but Morningstar, again, wasn't on the list. However, I am very much happy to see her. I am hoping to take her into incursions when she is ranked up. However, that is already 102 crystals in. We have 40 left, more to go. 110 pop, see how many new guys we get. Same thing over here. So we got additional SIGs on Human Torch, not bad, not necessary, however, not bad. We got an awakening on Ant-Man after we already got him. More SIGs on Dormammu as well as Spider-Gwen and Symbiote Supreme. I'm gonna go ahead and check out the other 5 new champions as well. Quick scroll by, see who we got. Also, many apologies if my voice is cracking. I'm very much excited for all these champions that I'm getting. Shocker was very much on the list. Spider-Man 2099, very much on the list. Champion, not on the list. However, very, very excited to see him on there. And Diablo, I don't know when you got in there, but regardless, I am happy to see you on there. Very, very nice. And Galen, that's another guy that I very much wanted. Happy to see him there too. Heimdall, I know I already have the 5-star. However, I think having the 6-star is just better for the safety net that he brings to the table. Lady Deathstrike, I think you're already on there. So yeah, another 10 pop right here. See who we get. Okay, 7 duplicates. Okay, so we're getting down to less and less duplicates, which is hopefully what we want to see. An awakening on Black Widow Clairvoyant, very, very nice. Same thing with Guillotine 2099. So we got 2 more additional SIGs on, what's it called, an Immortal Hulk, as well as an awakening on Sunspot. That's very nice. That saves me a crystal that I have to get. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll then to see the 3 new champions that we got from this 10 pop, and hopefully it is some. There you go, America Chavez, very much on the list. Happy to see her there as well. Keep on scrolling. I think Masacre is one of the new guys from this 10 pop. So much scrolling to do. Okay, I think that's about it for that. And then second to last 10 pop, hoping for a bunch more newer champions. There you go. So we got 4 dupes, pretty good. More SIGs on, what's it called, Warlock, pretty good. Not necessary, however, it is nice for the extra damage. Awakening on Venom, not bad, as well as America Chavez and, oh god, sorry, I burped, Black Panther, which means we got 6 new champions from this guy over here. I'm gonna scroll by, see what champions we got, and it seems like the scrolling just becomes more and more endless. However, I'd very much not mind it. Red Magneto, that's nice to see on the list, not as high, however, still nice. Juggernaut, he was on the list too. Happy to see him there as well. Iron Man Infinity War, okay, not bad, not necessary, but not bad. Who was it? Okay, no one important there. And then yeah, champions I already have. And then this is the final 10 pop for these 142 6-star crystals that I have. pop those guys open. 9 duplicates. Okay, so a lot of awakenings are gonna be here. So we got 1 new champion out of this. An awakening on Mojo, Lady Deathstrike, Diablo, Mole Man, Atuma, extra 6 on that guy. So now I just have to keep in mind who it is that I've gotten up until now, and hopefully it's a champion that sticks out like a sore thumb, because otherwise I don't think I'll notice that I got them. Was Hella there beforehand? I think she was. I'm pretty sure she was. Oh god, this makes it so much more harder to tell because I can't tell what champions have been here for a while. I don't know what champion actually I got from here, but hopefully it was a good champion. Regardless, with the champions that I already pulled, this is very, very nice. A lot of champions that I was hoping to see. Still missing some noticeable figures. However, I am very happy with the majority of the pulls that I got. Actually, really quick, I want to check my prestige before I move on any further. Okay, Doomstill is where he's at right now. Very happy with some of the awakenings that I got on my 6 stars as well. I do want to check out, yeah. So we have a good amount of ISO, lacking in the mutant department, but we should be fine with that. And then in terms of 7-star shards, okay, so with this many 7-star shards, this is enough for me to open 3 7-star crystals, which I was optimistic to be able to do, but I am very happy that I actually can do that. But moving on from here, we're actually going to be opening the regular 6-star Nexus crystals from here. But I do want to check my list, cross off the champions that I already have, and then actually want to open the, what's it called, the 6-star Nexus crystals. So give me one moment and I'll be right back with you guys, which should be like an instant for you guys. Alright, after going through my list, I crossed off all the champions that I wanted, and surprisingly enough, granted I didn't get that many dupes in terms of the mutant class, which is perfectly fine with me. However, I actually did get a lot of mutants that I did want. Still some noticeable, champions that I'm missing that I do really want, that are very high up on the list. However, I did get the good majority of those that I wanted, as well as skill. A good majority of them, like I said, are already out of the way. However, some of the more noticeable ones that I want to see aren't necessarily there, that I am hoping to see with the Nexus crystals. So with 14, I'm gonna go ahead and do a 10 pop right here, and I'm going to be going with Ebony Maw for sure. Guys on the list, for instances like this, I think I'm going to be going with the new champion. So Spider-Man Miles Morales, Hulkling, let's go on the list. Get in there, man. Ooh, okay, this might be controversial. However, I very much am like a fan of Cole Obsidian, and I love using him in incursions, so he's on the list. Get in there. Just for sakes, I'm going to be going with Star-Lord over here. Oh, okay, so we got a decision between Awakening Cole Obsidian as well as either getting a Korg or Sword. I think for now I'm going to be going with Korg in case I want to use him in my Battlegrounds deck for whatever reason. Red Goblin, the only options that I see that are possible are Annihilus or Red Goblin, but I wouldn't want to rank up an Annihilus for defense sake. I very much do think that Red Goblin is fun, so I'm going to go ahead and go with him. 8th crystal in, and I'm going to be going with the number 1 on the skill list. We're going to be going with Aegon, ladies and gentlemen. Get in there, man. Get in there. Okay, we also got new champion. I'm going to go ahead and go with Wolverine. I know he was recently added. Spot, he very much needs to be max sake. However, Wolverine, not on the list, but get in there, man. I'm going to go ahead and go with Photon too. Get in there, man. So 9 new champions. Very, very nice to see. A lot of the ones that I wanted that were on my list that, like I said, were very much high up on there, but didn't see earlier. I am very much happy to see them now. I'm going to go ahead and do the final pop of 4 regular Nexus Cav crystal or Nexus crystals, and I am in a bit of a predicament. Angela is on the list. Luke Cage, we're crossing him off right off the bat. Angela is on my list. However, I do see people wanting me to pick Kitty Pryde. However, for my sake, I think I'm going to be going with Angela. I do have a lot, and I mean a lot, at least for me, of generic awakening gems, and for as much as I would love to just be able to say, hey, thank you for giving me the Kitty Pryde, you're saving me a crystal, I think for now I'd much rather have the Angela in my roster than not have her. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Angela. Controversial, probably, but I'm going to go with her. Another instance, I very much would like to go with Ronin or Extra 6 on Chavez. I don't very much play Colossus, but I'm going to go with him just because he's a newer champion. All of these guys are Awakening. However, Wiccan, he's already at rank 3, so get in there, man. And for our last Nexus Crystal, get out of here, Iron Patriot. We're Awakening our 6-star Apocalypse. Get in there, man. I don't think any of these guys have made it onto the prestige list, but I am pretty much happy to awaken 2 more of the rank 3s that I already have. So with just this in and of itself, it would probably be an amazing opening for a lot of people if they didn't already have these champions or even awakening them for the first time. Wiccan, great awaken ability. Same thing with Apocalypse, gives him a lot, some regen, which helps him out a lot. Ebony Maw, Hulkling, Cull Obsidian, Korg, Aegon, the king of the absolute pinnacle of endgame content, is in there. So very, very happy to see that. Moving on from here down the list, we're actually going to be going with the regular I keep on saying Cav, the regular 6-star Nexus Crystals. So we're going to be doing the Mystic one as well as the Tech and Cosmic. We're going to be starting over here with the Tech one. Slam this guy open. And I'm going to be going with the Awakening on Iron Man. Have him at rank 2 already, so happy to see that. Saves me an Awakening gem. It's nice to have very much, but I don't think I would be willing to waste an Awakening gem on him. Especially because I don't have a tech one. So it would be a generic one. I'm going to go ahead and slam this Mystic Nexus Crystal. And I'm going to be going with Tiger. She's on the list. Hood, good for her synergy and probably has a lot more util than I probably give him credit. But Tiger was very much on my list, so I'm going to go ahead and go with her. New champion, glad to see her. And then we're going to be going with the final of the class Nexus Crystals. We're going to be going with the Cosmic one. Slam this guy open as well. And we're going to be getting Corvus Glaive, Groot, or the champion. Now, would it be funny to go with Groot? Would it be hilarious and absolutely devastating if I accidentally hit confirm? 100%. However, it's very obvious. We're going to be awakening our Corvus Glaive, which is very, very nice. And then from here on out, we actually got the Abyss Nexus Crystals. So give me 1 second while once again I update my list and then I start popping these guys open. Alright, and with my list fully updated, we're going to be moving on to the first of the 4 Abyss Nexus Crystals that I have. I'm going to be starting off with the Science one right here. From Science, I think I'm actually missing the most champions that I have for my top 10 list. So I'm going to go ahead and let this guy spin out since I know he's going to insta-pop. And hopefully I don't have too many conflicting champions over here. Rhino, Quicksilver, Scorpion, Overseer, Spider-Man, Hulk, Gladiator Hulk, Wasp, Immortal Abomination. Okay. A very, very good crystal. I would absolutely love to awaken these guys. Quicksilver, Scorpion, Overseer, we could ignore him. Rhino, get out of here, man. Extra 6 on Hulk. If he was the best champion out of here, I'd go with him. Gladiator Hulk, I very much do enjoy playing him. However, he didn't make it onto the list, but who did make it onto the list was Immortal Abomination. So get in there, man. We're getting Immortal Abomination today. Would happily cross him off the list. There you go. And now moving on, we're going to be going with the Mutant. There you go. It's like the game already knew. We're going to be going with the Mutant Abyss Nexus Crystal. Gonna go ahead and once again spin this guy out. See who we get. We got Wolverine X23, Apocalypse, Storm, Danny Moonstar, Gambit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay. So, for my Mutant Champions, I'm also missing a good majority of the ones that I wanted on my list. So, starting off, just crossing off immediately. Wolverine X23, Storm, Gambit, Wolverine, Jubilee, Beast. All of those guys are out. If Apocalypse was the best one on here, I'd go with him because I think it increases the regen that he gets from his ability. So then we're left with Magneto, White Magneto, and Danny Moonstar. So I know Red Magneto, he could do a lot of damage. However, it would very much be an awakening, so I'm gonna push him off to the side. And this might be controversial, but between Danny Moonstar and White Magneto, me personally, I'm going to go with White Magneto because he's my most sought out mystic mutant champion in my list. If I could, I'm going to take a picture and just put it on the screen in the editing process, so I gotta remind myself to do that. But White Magneto is actually at the top of the list, and Danny Moonstar is number 2. So to get these guys right here, almost right next to each other, is absolutely insane. And if you couldn't already tell, I'm gonna go with White Magneto. I think he's an absolutely great champion. He's a lot more faster than Red Magneto, which is very, very good, especially for instances like Battlegrounds. And then he also has this pre-fright, which just is absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with this guy right here. Get in the bag. The number 1 mutant champion that I wanted, and I'm so happy to get him. I would have been very sad if I didn't get him, but regardless, get in the bag. And then from here, we're going to be going, originally it was supposed to be Cosmic and then Skill. However, I'm going to be going Skill and then Cosmic because for the most part, I do have the majority of the Skill champions that I wanted. Yeah, I do have the majority of the skill champions that I wanted. It's just a matter of awakening them now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this guy open, put him on the spinner, see who we get in the reel. Starting off, we got Black Widow, Mantis, Falcon, Daredevil, OG, Elektra, Moleman, Baron Zemo, Korg, Kate Bishop, and Gwenpool. Okay, so another instance where normally I would prioritize the newer champions. However, Gwenpool, get out of here. Elektra, Falcon, for as much as I would love to awaken him, get out of here. Black Widow, OG, get out of here. Mantis, I would probably prefer her as a 7-star, so for the time being, get out of here. Moleman, same with you. So we're basically left to these 3: Kate Bishop, Baron Zemo, and Korg. I know Baron Zemo as well as Kate Bishop are 2 primary choice, or including Aegon as well, primary choices for the Necropolis. Korg, I could do it for the sake of putting him in Battlegrounds, but since this is an Abyss Nexus Crystal, if it were a regular class Nexus Crystal, I think I would go with Korg since it would save me a gem. But I'm not necessarily trying to prioritize my Battleground roster, so I'm not necessarily putting Korg in the beginning. So I think for now, I'm going to be going with, oh god, give me 1 second. I actually have to pause the video, and no, you know what? No pausing the video. Okay, it's between Kate Bishop and Baron Zemo. I think Baron Zemo is the right play. I'm not 100% sure. I probably should have read up more on the champions that I wanted. But regardless, I am going to go with him because I do think he serves me well for both Necropolis as well as Battlegrounds. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that guy down, awakening Baron Zemo. Very, very nice. And then the final of the Abyss Nexus Crystals, we have the Cosmic one right here. Very, very nice. In terms of the Cosmic champions, taking a look at my list, got a good majority of the champions that I want. However, I am missing some noticeable ones that I do want to see. I'm gonna go ahead and slam that guy into the spinner, see who we get. Hopefully it's one of them. We got the champion: Superior Iron Man, Ronin, Gore, Proxima Midnight, Icarus, Venompool, Odin, Adam Warlock, and King Groot. So I'm basically gonna rule out everyone except for Odin and Gore. I think I'm going to be going with Odin because of his pre-fights as well as his synergy with Angela, since, I did pick Angela earlier, so it'd feel wrong to not pick Odin as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Odin on this one. Should I have picked Gore? Maybe. I'm not sure. I make poor decisions if you guys haven't already been able to tell, but I'm going to go ahead and get that guy in the roster right now. I'm going to go ahead and actually double check this. No noticeable bumps in prestige ever since I got Doom, but regardless, we're going to be moving on to some of the 7-star stuff. However, just really quick, want to pop these 2 guys open. Worst case scenario, we get a 7-star, but yeah, most likely it's going to be this. Now, we actually are going to be moving on to the 7 stars once and for all. And to start off, we actually have to go over here to the store, because with the current shards that I have, I wouldn't be able to afford 3. But since I thankfully haven't bought my first 2, I'm gonna go ahead and get those 2 guys right there, which I think might get rid of that at some point. I'm not sure, but we got those 2 in there. And then we have my first ever official 7-star crystal. These guys very much are gonna get spun out. I don't know who exactly it is that I want from here. Hopefully champions that are on my top 10 list from each class type that are hopefully available as 7 stars. But regardless, gonna go ahead and spin these guys out. Morbius definitely isn't gonna be in here. I think he's in the current Titan Crystal, so any champion from here is gonna be a new champion, and they're definitely gonna be getting a lot of mileage out of me. And the first one, okay, either or of those champions, the champion before and the champion after, Wiccan or Shuri, would have been amazing champions to have. Bishop, very happy to have, so get in there, man. 7-star crystal. Number 2, let's see what we got over here as well. I think that should be enough time. Gonna go ahead and tap the screen. Let's see what we get from here. There's no way. Okay, so my first ever 7-star crystal is going to be Bishop, and then we're going to be awakening Bishop. I think if I ever get close to getting a 7-star to rank 2, it would very much be Bishop. So there's that. I mean, I don't mind, but if I level him up, I think he's very much going to be in my like top 4 if he isn't already, so I have to keep that in mind. Continue. Almost hit open 1. Didn't want to slam that. Let this guy hit the reel for a couple of seconds. Hopefully it's a champion that I don't already have as a 6-star, because I would save me the rank of materials. That doesn't need to be awakening. That doesn't need to be awakened, sorry. But regardless, overall, mainly just want a new champ. That should be enough time. I'm going to go ahead and pop that. And we are getting... okay, not bad. He's definitely going to be going in the Battlegrounds deck, especially Bishop. He's definitely going to go in there 100%. He was actually on my top 10 list, and I was slightly sad to not see him. However, seeing him as a 7-star is very, very nice. For as much as I would have liked to have seen a newer champion for 7 stars, I'm not mad at that Bishop awakening, which I think a lot of people would agree with me. Some people probably won't, but I am very much happy to get that guy. And after that, I think that's basically all the crystals that I wanted to open. Obviously, I still have some of the 3 and 4-star crystals that I have to open, but I am going to be saving them for when I actually am going to be ranking all those champions up. What I do want to see, however, is the 155 new champions that we have. So yeah, Bishop just being awakened is already there. We got Wong over here. We have an awakening with Dr. Okay, so just taking a look at just purely the 6 stars. We got an awakening on Dr. Doom, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Apocalypse, Wiccan. We got an awakening on Venompool, Warlock, Nimrod. Very, very nice. Same thing with Adam Warlock. Get in there as well. Guillotine 2099, Iron Man, Dragon Man. Some very, very good champions. Captain America Infinity War, I forgot to put him on the list. I wouldn't prefer to have seen him because, like I said, I do very much have a lot of 6 stones in the overflow, and I would not have been bothered at all if I did invest some of them into him. But yeah, the roster is looking very, very nice. Our current total base hero rating, is now 2,380,805 with the prestige of 12,254 with 968 total heroes. So almost 1,000, which is very, very nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say after that. I'm very happy to see all these champions in my roster. Gonna take first and foremost a look at the 5 stars, since everything did start from these guys over here, and probably gonna see a lot of blue. Okay, no, I think the outlines are gone. Yeah, I'm very happy to have gotten Quake into actually Awakener. I don't think I would have used the gem, but regardless, I know it doesn't really add much to her, but still glad to have her. I think I'm probably going to ascend her at some point, since she for sure isn't going to become a 6 star anytime soon. And then in terms of the 6 stars over here, a lot of new champions. Some noticeable ones that that I had on my list that I didn't get. Rentra, didn't get him, sadly. Silk, she was on the list. Shuri, Toad, Titania. I put Vox, but I don't think he's actually in the basic pool yet, so I'm glad I didn't mention him earlier at all. Who else do we have in here? Kindred, he was on the list. Hyperion, Hulkbuster, Gore. I did pass him up, yeah, but still, to have gotten him just from like a regular crystal, I think would have been better. Blade, he was actually on my list too. I was really hoping I would see him. Archangel, another champion, would have loved to have seen him. But regardless, I think I'm happy with the majority of the champions that I got. A lot of them from the list too. We got White Magneto, Cold Obsidian, we got Ghost, Red Magneto. Didn't need to awaken him, so I'm happy to have just gotten him. Ant-Man Future, we got Thing, we got Bishop. I don't even need to rank this guy up now, actually. I got the 7-star. He's gonna get leveled up as soon as possible. Aegon, the king of the endgame content. This guy's very much gonna get ranked up as soon as possible and ascended, so spoiler alert. We got Shang-Chi, we got Galen, we got Shocker, Kate Bishop, Professor X, Hulkling, we got Immortal Abomination, Spider-Man 2099, An Awakening on Domino, Hercules, Ebony Maw, Void, Spot, Mojo, Summoners, Spider Supreme. So many new champions, and just to be able to have them awaken too. We got Infamous, Iron Man, Atuma, Baron Zemo, Photon, America Chavez, all these champions that I wanted to awaken. Black Widow, Clairvoyant, love to see him. Spot also. But yeah, oh, not even mentioning these guys. We got 3 7-stars in total now. We got Bishop and Wong added to the roster as well. Very nice. I think I am very much gonna at the moment, like I said, I would think I might have preferred a newer 7-star, but I think I am very much going to get a lot of mileage out of his awaken ability. So I could definitely see myself in the later on in the game being happy that he is awakened. And with that, I think that's about it. I mean, all I have really left to say is thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video where I'm gonna be ranking up hopefully a lot of champions if my gold allows that. But yeah, take care.